The passing choice to holistic education, a school that believes in helping struggling students get up to speed, providing for the mind, body and soul. Enroll your child in any of the grades from baby class to grade 12 and enjoy flexible payment plans with up to 5% discount for payments made during school holidays. For information, call 0979 404809. Gospel Outreach Christian Academy. Excellence through Christian education. Scan the QR code to apply.
Court of Archbishop Banda. Western Province Minister commends progress on Katunda Road project. Government received 10,000 litres of pesticide to fight for army worms. And in sports, Trident FC appoints KB Hachipuka as new head coach. With the details, my name is Kondwelani Jose. Police in Lusaka have launched investigations in a suspected food poisoning incident that has claimed the lives of 3 children from the same family in Kabanana compound. Zambia Police Service Public Relations Officer Godfrey Chilabi says the incident was reported on January 5, 2026 around 15 hours after a family allegedly consumed contaminated food prepared at home. He says preliminary investigations indicate that on January 3, 2026, around 20 hours, 6 family members consumed a meal consisting of nshima, pumpkin leaves, known as jibwabwa, soya pieces and sour milk, after which they began experiencing stomach pains, diarrhea and vomiting around midnight. Mr. Chilabi explained that the victims were rushed to Chipata First Level 1 Hospital on January 4, 2026, where a 1-year-old child identified as Gertrude Sibongile Mutombeni died. He says the remaining 5 family members were later referred to Levi Monawasa Teaching Hospital, where a 6-year-old child, Royd Mutombeni, died the same day, while an 8-year-old Bongani Mutombeni passed away in the early hours of January 5, 2026. Mr. Chilabi says the parents received treatment and had since been discharged in stable condition. He added that the bodies of the deceased children were being taken at Levi Monawasa Hospital and University Teaching Hospital pending postmortem examinations. He says that an inquiry file had been opened and investigations were ongoing to establish the exact cause of death. Moving on, the United Party for National Development, UPND Media Director Mark Simuwe has thanked Catholic youths and women in the church for not turning up in large numbers to escort Archbishop Dr. Alec Banda when he was called to appear before the Drug Enforcement Commission, DEC. Speaking to journalists in Lusaka on Tuesday morning, Mr. Simuwe says only a few political party members and some members of the church escorted Dr. Banda to the DEC. He stated that no one is above the law, including clerics who may be found on the wrong side of the law. Mr. Simuwe further stated that no one is immune to the law and that everyone needs justice, not sympathy.
We want to thank the Catholic Church for also not supporting an idea that was called by the minority individuals who wanted to drag the church into conflict with the state. We thank the Catholic youths, we thank the Catholic women for not turning up in yesterday's program. Except for a few clergy, we know that there are thousands of clergy across the country. For a few clergy, and the rest were political opponents. So we sincerely thank the Catholic Church for understanding the importance of governance and the existence of law enforcement agencies where matters of a criminal nature are alleged. So we hope that this should set a precedent to many clergy that may be found in a similar situation, that all of us are not above the law, as the President has continued to stress, including when it concerns members of his political party, that whoever breaks the law is on their own. You can see that this is the spirit that has been extended to everybody, that we are not immune to investigation and prosecution. We need to continue to seek justice and not sympathy. This is what befits a country.
The Lusaka Province Administration has dispatched 10,000 liters of pesticide to all 6 districts in the province to curb the spread of fall armyworms following reports of the pest's presence in the second week of December 2025. The pesticides were procured by the Ministry of Agriculture headquarters and has since been received by all districts. According to a statement issued by Lusaka Province Principal Public Relations Officer Logic Lukwanda, the infestation levels in the province remain low due to favorable rainfall received in most districts, except for the very areas of Luangwa and Kafiwe's Chiawa, which recorded low rainfall. The statement adds that the timely response by government demonstrates its commitment to protecting the maize crop and enhancing national food security, while the province has also recorded a 99.57% redemption rate under the Farmer Input Support Program FISP for the 2025-2026 farming season.
Government in Lusaka province has dispatched 10,000 liters of pesticides for the control of the fall armyworms in all the 6 districts. The pesticides have since been received by all the districts after the procurement by the Ministry of Agriculture at the headquarters. Government's response follows the report of the presence of the fall armyworms across the province in the second week of December 2025. Fortunately for the province, the infestation is low, as all the districts have been receiving rainfall apart from the valley areas of Luangwa and Kafuwe, Chiawa in particular, where rainfall received amounts are low. The timely response by the government affirms commitment to protecting the maize crop for enhanced national food security. Meanwhile, the province would like to report that redeeming of farming inputs by farmers under the Farmer Input Support Program FISP is at 99.57% before its closure next week. The total number of beneficiaries for the FISP under the 2025-2026 farming season in Lusaka province is 59,188, and those who have redeemed as of 5th January 2026 are 58,932, representing 99.57%, leaving out only 256 farmers yet to redeem due to technicalities on their end.
Western Province Minister Kapelu Mbangweta has expressed satisfaction with the progress made on the Katunda Road project, which connects Katunda to Lukulu and to Atopa. Speaking to Muvi TV News in Lusaka, the minister noted that the contractor has done a good job, significantly reducing travel time between the areas. According to Minister Mbangweta, the contractor has set up a camp with the intention of starting work on the poolside under Mitete, a milestone that was previously unimaginable, stating that this is a significant achievement. The minister also highlighted the difference in approach between the current government and previous regimes, emphasizing that government is committed to delivering tangible results and improving the lives of the people. The Katunda Road project is part of the government's efforts to improve infrastructure and connectivity in the province. The project is expected to enhance economic activity, improve access to social services, and boost the overall quality of life for residents in the area.
So far, at this minute, we are driving on the bituminous surface on that road which is more than 30 kilometers. Okay? The contractor has done such a fantastic job and they still continue to do so. In effect, to go to Mongu now, the time it used to take has reduced significantly so. That's number one. The work is ongoing. Number two, the Gatunda to Rukulu to Watopa, the contractor has also set us camp with a view to start working. Again, that is a milestone which was not in a number of people's minds, especially on the Kulu side and Mitete. They never believed. Why? Because we were coming from a different and a difficult past where the previous governments would bring graders, they are doing the roads because of the election, tomorrow they disappear. So, naturally,
The Permanent Secretary for the Ministry of Home Affairs and Internal Security, Dickson Matembo, has emphasized Zambia's dedication to protecting the rights of refugees, stating that human rights are universal and not a matter of choice. In an exclusive interview with Muvi TV News, Mr. Matembo stressed that refugees are not in their situation by choice, but often due to circumstances beyond their control. He says it's about providing a safe haven and ensuring dignity for those fleeing hardship. Mr. Matembo highlighted the importance of international cooperation, noting that support from the global community is vital in addressing the challenges faced by refugees in Zambia. The Permanent Secretary's remarks underscore Zambia's commitment to upholding the principles of humanity and dignity for all individuals, regardless of their circumstances. The country's stance aligns with international conventions, recognizing the need for collective action to protect and support those seeking refuge.
The refugees. It's not if we had a way, we could go by putting measures to reduce the influx of refugees. But we are part to the international conventions. And you have to realize that refugees, it's not their choice that they find themselves in that situation. Even us as Zambians, we are potential refugees. Anything that may occur without our control, we might find ourselves in that. So we cannot say that we are putting measures or we put measures to reduce the influx of refugees in the country. The responsibility of every government, which is a signatory to the international conventions, that we need to find ways and means of looking after those people who find themselves in that situation because it's not their choice. So human rights comes in, with every human being, everywhere they find themselves, they are entitled to the human rights that are enshrined in the international laws. So our obligation as Zambia, of course, with the collaboration with the international cooperative partners, we have to look at the well-being of the refugees. We give the required minimum so that.
Chipangali Member of Parliament Andrew Lubusha says that the possible delimitation of his constituency following the enactment of the Constitution of Zambia Amendment Act No. 7 of 2025 will serve as a major catalyst for rural development. According to Mr. Lubusha, the amendment requires the Electoral Commission of Zambia to delimit a number of constituencies based on geographical size and population to enhance equitable representation and service delivery. The constituencies earmarked for possible delimitation include Nyimba, Petauke, Chadiza, Chipata, Chasefu, and Lundazi, and other expansive areas in a move aimed at accelerating development. Mr. Lubusha noted that despite the increase of the Constituency Development Fund to about 40 million kwacha, development levels may remain low in vast constituencies like Chipangali due to the challenges associated with large coverage. He explained that delimitation would allow for more effective, focused, and balanced service delivery, ensuring that development reaches all corners of the constituency. Speaking during a church service at RCZ Munoro Mission in Sandile Ward, the lawmaker called on the church to pray leaders commended it for promoting peace and urged political players to set aside differences and work together for the benefit of citizens.
President vanatikomera mutima ino constituency kuona kuti ni ikulu maningi vanatijuvirako pakati kutantauza kuti muzangala na vana vaviri muno muchipangari members of parliament kutantauza kuti even ndalama ya chitukuko 40 million amene imabwera peye tizambopokerera 80 million manje chifukwa kuzangala chipangari kuja sisi njeru nkuswe ntope mazatua izangala constituency imodzi Musandire, Lukuje, Kasenga na Chipangari ward izangalanso constituency mozi nikulupilireni makolo in short chitukuko chabwera pakomo ma clubs amene yazo chitako benefit apa it means yazachita multiply zitukuko zamene zankala zibwera zizachita multiply yaini even kugwapo pamene tigwapo apa tipatika kugwapo ma donations chipangari yonse kulingana mwamene mumatipunzisira kuti osasanka we mwana wake.
Finance Minister Stombeko Msokotwane has described the government's decision to accept Chinese yuan for mining tax payments as a significant move that will help Zambia save money to service its Chinese loans and generate funds for socio-economic sectors such as health, education, and other areas in need. He was speaking during a press briefing in Osaka on Tuesday afternoon. Zambia is the first country in Africa to start accepting the Chinese yuan for mining tax payments, a move that has been welcomed by various economic sectors.
Indeed, we felt that it was important to make some clarification on a matter that has been circulating both in the local media and also the external media. This is when it was announced that Zambia started collecting taxes from some mining companies in the Chinese currency, renminbi. As we moved towards the end of 2025, the Zambian government decided that payments in taxes from the mining companies can also be made in the Chinese currency, the renminbi. And that is what has been happening for a couple of months. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we allowing the Chinese currency also to be used to payment taxes? The reason is, this is simply strategic, and I'll explain shortly. Exactly the same reason of strategy that made us prescribe payments in US dollars. At the time when we decided that some of the mining taxes should be paid in US dollars, in fact all of them, the reason was that we were under pressure. We needed certainty that dollars will be flowing in, and the bank governor can elaborate on that later on. So it made sense to say, okay, since the foreign currency comes from the mines, and the mines in dollars, therefore pay us the taxes in dollars. China remains the bilateral country to country, that Zambia owes most. There is no other country that at this moment, that we owe so much compared to China.
Trident Football Club has appointed Kebi Hachipuka as its new head coach, with Jonas Sakuwaha joining as assistant coach. The club further confirmed that Graven Chitalu and Isaac Shimoko have returned to the technical bench to complete the season as physical trainer and goalkeeper trainer, respectively. Coach Hachipuka joins Trident with vast experience, having previously served as head coach of Super League side Green Eagles. He has also coached Mpulungu Haba and ZNS Luamfumu in the National League. Assistant coach Sakuwaha comes from Zesco United, where he served as a youth coach and has also previously worked as head coach at Gomez FC in the National League. The coaching team has been entrusted with the responsibility of guiding Trident Football Club back to the Super League at the end of the season. Commenting at their appointment, Chief Executive Officer Mvula Mangulenji said the executive committee made the decision in the best interest of the club with the aim of guiding the team forward and achieving a stronger finish to the season. The newly constituted technical bench will be on duty for the club's next home fixture against Indeni Football Club on Saturday.
First of all, I'd like to thank ZNS Command, the Chief of Sports, for allowing me to come and join this beautiful team, which I've been admiring for some years now. Yeah, pressure, it's always been there in football. I'd like to thank the Manchi Janzari technical bench, what they've done in the first round. It is not easy to finish on the 5th position. I think they are just behind a point to participate in CAF, the APSA Cup. So my aim here is to take it up from where Coach Janza is left. I'm wishing I and my colleague to work more than what the team did in the first half. Yeah, I think for me, where I'm coming from a discipline institution. So first thing which I'm asking from the players is discipline, commitment and hard work. Without discipline, we cannot achieve our objective. I know wherever you go, fans are expecting some positive results, but playing our against Indeni, which is not an easy game, as you know that they were just dropped from the Super Division. They've got a good side, and the organization is good, but we'll try by all means to.
In case you missed, UPND thanks Catholic youth and women for low turnout during escort of Archbishop Banda. Western Province Minister comments progress on Katunda Road project. Government receives 10,000 litres of pesticides to fight for armyworms. And in sports, Trident FC appoints KB Hachipuka as new head coach. Ends the news. My name is Kondwelani Jose. Good evening.